chairman of the governing NPP, Blay, says disregard for COVID-19 protocols at the funeral of the former General Secretary of the NPP, Kojo, popularly known as Sir John, should not open the floodgate for any group of persons to demand a right for demonstration or a protest. Mr. Blay insists the breach was a mistake and should not be repeated anywhere across the country. His comment comes on the back of the police attempt to bar the Fix the Country campaigners from staging a street protest against government. The police says is over fears of a possible spread of the coronavirus pandemic. In an interview with my colleague Chrissy Parker-Wilson, Mr. Blay observed that the police should not allow a total breakdown of safety protocols.
The Sir John issue, I've talked about it before. It was a funeral, or not just a gathering. A funeral which was organized by the family of Sir John. Quite a number of important people were invited, of course, including the president, vice president,
and yourself,
and myself, where I was there. They put in place elaborate COVID protocols. Unfortunately, the numbers that got there quite big, I must say. But you could see that within a very short period that all the personalities and so in spite of all of that quickly went away. Even then, that you can see, people have criticized it. And I'm saying that while they are entitled to criticize it, it doesn't mean that it should be repeated elsewhere. It doesn't mean that you say that there might have been a mistake in the way people gathered in one place. And for that reason, we should now allow anybody to gather in numbers, as we are saying. Now, President makes a visit to a place, and as he's passing by, quite a number of students gathered area there, maybe wave or try to, as it were, move towards where the president was. It's an element. Now, well, I don't know what they're talking about. I don't believe they were organized. But make it look like I said, merely because what happened was in St. John, and maybe some breach of protocols, allow anything else to go through, allow the procurator to break down all over the place and allow people to gather. I think it's not a very good argument.
But wouldn't you agree that that will also be selective justice?
It's not an issue of justice.
You're not punishing anybody for the Sir John funeral, and yet you're preventing.
Are you aware that people, Sir John family members, have been invited by the police? They are investigating it. They are doing that. And I'm saying that the argument is, assuming even people were in breach of the protocols, and the gathering was too much, and for that matter, people ought to be punished for it, like I've heard some other places happening. Now we should allow anything else to happen. We should not now guard against it. We should not prevent people from moving in numbers and therefore break the protocols. I think that's irresponsible. Government wouldn't do that, and the police, their duty, and the health authorities in this country to.
You're watching News Desk with me, Bernice Abubeidulansa. We've got business news for you shortly after these messages. To stay.